You know what I tell people? You can do whatever you want to do. That's what we're afraid of. We're so afraid of what are people going to think? What are they going to say?
Hello and welcome back to my channel Cactus. I'm Becky Kwanga, coming to you recorded from the motherland in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all that have subscribed. It means so much. Thank you. If you learned something amazing from this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've been liking the content that I have been shooting out, hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. Please get me there. I know we can get there. I would love to engage with you guys in the comment section, so please leave me some comments below after the video is done. And by the way, it is raining cats and dogs outside, so if you hear like rain droplets and bangings and thunderstorms, I'm so sorry. It's rainy season in Kenya. That's what's happening right now, so I do apologize about that in advance. So in today's episode, you will be finding out if you are a guest from hell. I know, tough subject, but it's got to be done. I'm actually splitting this episode into two because it's too long for one episode. So next week will be part 2 of the episode of If You Are a Guest from Hell. I'm actually really excited about this episode because we are heading to a special lady's place named Shibero to show us an alternate way of living. Shibero is a champion for debt-free home ownership through a building style that somewhat reconnects with our roots, reconnects with our ancestral ways of building, a type of home which has proven to have way more benefits than these modern things we're living in called houses. I'm talking about an earth home, an Ushago style home, Ushago style building. Would you do it? Would you live in one? All right, so let's head out while I give you some tips along the way. So before we begin, I think I need to give people a description of what Airbnb is. Why? Because I've realized that a lot of people in Kenya still don't know what Airbnb is. Even here in Nairobi. I know. Crazy. Airbnb is a website which allows people to rent out their properties or rooms to guests. The site is present in just over 191 countries. Airbnb takes 3% commission from the host, and then it takes between 6 to 12% commission from the guest. Airbnb does not own any of the properties. It's simply a platform from which people can rent or book properties. Prices are set by the property owner and monies. Oh my God, this guy is throwing stones. Okay. Prices are set by the property owners and monies collected via the app. There are so many different types of Airbnbs. You can stay in a room, you can stay on a boat, you can even rent a whole island. The possibilities are endless. People tend to prefer Airbnb to hotels because, it tends to be cheaper for one. 2, you get more value for your money, i.e. more amenities, more space, more privacy. And if you're a person who prefers shared property, you get to stay with a local, which is such a great opportunity because you'll get to see, the country that you're in or the city that you're in through the lens of a local, as opposed to going to like touristy, recommendations or whatever. And if they're a host that are willing to show you around, that's even better because you'll get an even more unique experience. Airbnb is now so popular that even small hotels and even bed and breakfasts are listing their properties on Airbnb. So now that you know what Airbnb is, let's dive into this episode. Number 1, Airbnbs are not hotels. Everything is self-service unless the host specifically says that their property is serviced. Do not expect the host to wait hand and foot for you. If you need to be taken care of, get in touch with the host before you book, not upon arrival, and ask if they have someone in mind who can help take care of you, wash the dishes, clean up the place after you, perhaps even cook for you. Do that before you book. Also remember that it will not be the host's responsibility to pay that person who is helping take care of you. You will be responsible for that payment. Do not keep calling the host for useless things that you haven't tried to figure out on your own. Remember those horrific guests I told you about in episode 2? The ones that hadn't updated their Airbnb profile and had just recently joined Airbnb? Those ones. That guest called me 13 times. 13 times for things that did not require phone calls. Even after specifically sending a polite SMS to let her know that I am now heading into the shower and getting ready for bed. If you have any other needs, please just SMS me. Nope. She proceeded to call at around 10 p.m. to let me know that they've left some things at home and they need to drive home and get those pertinent documents so that they can come back to the Airbnb and work on those documents. And I was like, okay, you could have sent that via SMS. Mind you, this was during Corona curfew, which was at 9 p.m. and she was calling me at 10 p.m. Anyway, so they left at 10 p.m. and guess what? On their way back to the Airbnb, she called me to let me know that the police had picked them up and sent them right back home. And I was like, thank God. That was such a huge relief. Most Airbnbs, especially check-in ones, will have a manual with instructions and different things to let you know where everything is. Read that before calling the host to ask, where is the iron? Are we together, class? Are we together? I'm actually excited to see what we're gonna see. Yeah. I was trying to think in my head if I could literally stay in an earth home in Nairobi. Like, would you do it?
Of course.
Yeah, I can see you doing it.
Stay in a bus and stay in a tiny room and stay.
Oh, she's so sweet looking. Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, we're like, I think 5 minutes late.
Do not worry. Do you know what? I was looking and thinking, I am waving. How do I know that I'm waving to the right people? That's why I went sort of like I was hesitant.
It's okay. Are you coming in the car?
Smell.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Let me. Okay, we're here. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's so cute. It is just so adorable. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so where do we park? Like right here? Oh, S, I'm so excited. Are you?
Yeah.
And the sun is finally coming out.
After all that.
I know.
Wow.
This is beautiful. This is so nice.
Thank you. You know, it is for some people and it isn't for others.
Yeah.
It's usually that simple. There are those who...
I'm glad I changed out of my heels. Oh, this is so cute.
A very typical Western Kenya plant.
So you're Baluya?
I'm a Muluya.
It's Muluya. You didn't say
Baluya,
you say
Baluya, Luya, or Muluya, whichever one.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this. Wow. This is cute.
Is it cute?
This is short. This is short. I love this.
The whole idea about the tires, this is all about recycling.
Yes.
I've tried to recycle most of the stuff around here because I believe in what do you have in your hands.
Yeah.
And also we can always do things in a less expensive way.
Yes, totally.
We spend so much money.
Yeah.
And then we don't spend time in those places.
Yep.
So for me, it's like natural.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as natural as possible. And that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Just bring what's here, bring what's there.
I love it. I love it.
I'm grand.
Oh, so this is like your court, like the little courtyard, or like what do they call it? Not greenhouse. What's the word for it?
I'm just calling it a veranda.
The veranda,
just call it veranda.
Oh my God, I love this.
And sometimes I come and I read here. After I've been like walking in the mornings, I come and I sit here. Sometimes I bring my laptop. This is where the Christmas tree was. It's just a place to rest if you want to rest. These were tiles that were left over. The only place that the house has tiles is in the bathroom toilet.
I love it.
Because it needed. And they were all different types.
Yeah.
But it's like, what? It don't matter.
Wow.
Let's just do it.
How long did it take you to build the whole
Gosh,
house?
This went up in less than 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it went up in less than 6 months. Now, it is now the finishing touches. It took a while because when I started building it, our daughter Neve was still in school and we're in that house, which was where it is also our property, but I've sort of rented it. And that's an open plan log cabin. Really nice, but I've rented that one out. So from there, I started. It was just a passion. Let's put it that way. Before I had this here, I had a little holiday school for kids, 3 mud huts.
Oh my gosh.
And they would come
On this spot?
On this spot, this whole spot, and they would come and I would tell them about things like mud houses. A lot of them have not seen mud houses.
Yes. Yeah.
Very many. Then I would show them the toilet because there's a toilet out there as well. And I'd tell them, what God provided for us.
Yeah.
And they would then go, because then I had very many animals, cows, sheep, goats.
Over here?
I had. Yeah, I've had all those. I've had all, and they would come and they would go through, would show them the birds. I even had peacocks from Mombasa. I'm just an outdoor person, and I love people.
Happened to the animals?
Well, they're very expensive to feed.
Yeah.
But then also, it's like a season. Our daughter grew up. I mean, it's almost like going along with her years as well. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. The holiday school was so much fun because it was an arts, a creative kids. I called it creative kids.
Yeah.
Where you come and you read and you sing and you dance and you...
So it was like
Theatre
a whole
arts.
experience. Experience what can be with what you have.
Absolutely.
What is readily available.
Absolutely.
What was meant to be actually and what was stolen or taken from us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I see so many people, especially women, stressing ourselves out about what I must have, what I should. When you hear should, it's other people's expectations. I should. What do you mean should? What do you think? How do you feel? Forget about people. But we're so good at putting on masks and trying to live up to people's expectations. Because I've had a number of people come here and it's, you either like it or you don't.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. It's your thing or it isn't your thing.
Your thing.
Now, the interesting thing is majority of the people who've come here and fallen in love totally are artists.
Look at that.
It's
I would
artists.
say we're artisty, Esther, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you guys are artists.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Creative.
excited.
Come on.
I want to see inside. I want to see
in
inside.
Come on.
Number 2, behave yourself while you are in someone's house. Did you know that after your stay, you will be rated by the host? Did you know that your rating will be visible to other hosts just the same way their reviews for their properties are visible to you? So aim to get 5-star ratings. Do not steal. Yeah, we had a guest walk away with one of our playstyle. Don't do that. If they have neighbors or the Airbnb is in an apartment complex, keep your noise levels down. Keep your conversation volume down. Leave the house the way you found it. Empty out the trash. Wipe down that oily cooker. Put dirty laundry in the laundry basket. Wash your dishes before checkout. I repeat. Wash your dishes before checkout, please. Last but not least, but this is huge. Report and pay for any damages before you check out. Did you break a cup? Pay for it. Doing all of these things will give you 5-star ratings, which will make your future bookings seamless. Remember, you're actually also traveling to other countries. So, get those 5-star ratings up. By the way, if you keep getting negative reviews, Airbnb has every right to kick you off their platform, and they probably will.
Let me give you butt.
Oh my word! It's so airy.
It
is so airy. I love this. Wow, and I love the natural lighting.
I love lighting. I love.
So what? That's flexiglass or something?
Yeah, this is just that transparent mabati that you have. Yeah, I just thought I want light. I want space.
This is such a breath of fresh air. Like you just come in, you sit, and it's like in another world.
It is. I mean, I find it very healing. I've had a lot of
Yeah,
people
healing.
actually
That's the
say.
word. So this is the living room. Oh my word.
That's a living room. I finished this fireplace properly. I redid it. I finished it about maybe 3 months ago.
Wow. Okay.
Because
When did
I'm
you build this?
addicted to fire.
Me too. I love fire.
I know, just the crackling, the smell, the watching of the flames.
When did
just
you build the
being-
place?
Gosh, I built this new finished when we're probably going on to 4 years.
Oh wow.
But have lived in it for 2.5 years. Yeah.
So what's Ushago Style Building?
It is, in the West they call it cob, but they don't use the sticks the way we do. What we do is we take, Ushago is now nyumbani kwetu, our home. And I've used the word litoi. It's actually Litoi, which means litoi. It means
Litoi.
mud. Yeah, it means mud. And we put branches, stick, main like, what would you call it? At the corners and in the middle we put main
Like
support systems.
Yeah.
Then along the side we run along branches. Yeah, they've got to be very young branches so that they can bend. Then in between we start putting the mud itself, which we have prepared. You usually have about 4 different plasterings before the final sort of like smearing.
Like that, to
So,
make it smooth, like the way
to make
is
it smooth,
right now.
yeah, to make it smooth. And
Is this mud or what is this?
all this is mud.
Wow.
All this is mud.
I love it.
But the thing is, you've got to be pretty patient because the number of times, mud is dark. So the number of times I had to put on some kind of paint. I was trying to use, the chalk, natural stuff, so that just trying to maintain it being natural. So the first coat was the white chalk in water. I've never done this before, but it's like, that's why I keep saying it's the Holy Spirit. I say, come on, let's go, let's do it. And it's just I love trying things out. So the first coat after the mud was up was then the white chalk.
Okay.
And then after white chalk,
And then it's
you
this
start, this is like the 3rd, 4th
What?
coat. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then I put another white coat. Mud is so dark and it absorbs, completely absorbs. So you have to put it quite a number of times. And then after that, after I'd done like 2 coats of the white, then I put on my base paint, which again I tried to look for natural materials, water-based. So I went and I found cream, a creamy color, and I did the whole house. Then again, I thought, too cream. Too cream. I want something bright. bright. So I thought so I went and I got the yellow.
Okay.
And this yellow was like in your face yellow. And I thought, yeah,
So
good,
it's kind
I
of
like
darkened
it.
over the years.
It has
'Cause it's
darkened.
not like so bright right now.
It has darkened.
So you can put any color that you want, if you
Once,
wanted white.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
I'm
any.
thinking I would want like pure white.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Any. You can do. You know what I tell people? You can do whatever you want to do. That's what we're afraid of. We're so afraid of what are people going to think? What are they going to say?
Exactly. And I feel like we've gotten to a place in our world where it's like we can't even afford to do that anymore.
No.
It's about you and just stepping out.
Absolutely.
And who cares what people think?
Who cares? And then it is exactly, and it is being true to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, be who you are and who you are created to be,
right.
and stop thinking about what the world is going to say, what the
Exactly.
world thinks.
Right.
How am I going to react? How are they going?
Yeah, yeah.
All this
Yeah.
is. You see this house, you
Yes.
see my heart.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. You see this place,
Yeah.
you see who I am. I do not like wasting stuff. And a lot of the material I've been saying is recycled. These baos. It's not even, these are the trees that came from here. I had to cut a few trees, but I stuck them in there.
Yes. So
It's like you're staying here.
Yep.
When we go back into the kitchen, into the back, a lot of it is recycled from which used to be. This is a live plant. This is a bougainvillea.
Oh my
that's
word,
been here
from the
forever.
ground.
Yes.
So you built around it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I gave you a place in
I
the
love
home.
it. And it's been growing without any
growing.
problems.
It's growing. I just haven't been taking too much care, but I need to take care of
Oh my
it.
God, I love it.
I'm reminded of the Japanese bonsai plants that you cut
What
from
plant
the
is
roots.
this one?
It's a bougainvillea.
Okay.
So if I wanted to, you see, it's slowly coming up. So I could just keep on letting it grow and grow.
But I was gonna ask you, how should people get away from society, or should I say colonialists have put this thing that earth homes or huts are like poverty and poor and backward. I mean, even guys in shags are no longer building with earth homes, they're doing brick homes. So how do we change our mindsets to go back to what is rightfully ours, to who we are, and to claim it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really so know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just to give you a little story, I have had friends. Now these are friends. It's like how you've come here. You guys have come here, and through the years, I've had friends come here, and they go, "Oh wow, this is fantastic!" And there are other things that I've done made with my hands as well, and I used to have a smoker and everything, but when these friends came here and they saw that I can actually make this stuff, none of them would actually give me a contract. Instead, they would go to the Wazungus who had come from abroad, let me tell you, and they would buy. A good example is that little bucket. Just come. There's like a bucket there. Very, very simple.
Thanks, S. I appreciate it.
That bucket there.
Oh yeah, the plastic one.
The plastic one.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'd done was make one of those when they were around, and they raved about something so simple.
You made that?
Yeah, I made that.
What?
I mean, it's just, and then I'd done like I said, I'd done a mud oven, a cob oven. Now this guy, I remember him, an Irish guy came and he made a pizza oven out of what? These guys raved. No, we've got to go and see him. And he doesn't. Forgetting that, hey, we have somebody here from home, from here, who's done this. But no. So you're very right in that there is a need for us to appreciate our own.
Yeah.
Because, it came from here. It came from here, it was taken there, and now it's being sold back here. People are coming from abroad. Europeans are coming from abroad, and you know what they're doing? They're building mud schools. And it's like, guys, we are here. We are here. So there's that thing, West is best, is still there.
Yep.
And even with the people, quite a number of people who've actually traveled, there's still that colonialist attitude about what is ours. And for me, it's about, you guys reach out, claim it. This is our inheritance.
Yep.
You know, you need to know what is ours, what's been given to us. And it's who we are. So part of this is preserving the traditional style of building.
Our heritage.
Our heritage.
Yes.
And you know what? You can live in a house like this and not have to, you know, people are paying millions. Millions. And then guess what? They're not living in those houses. I'm surrounded by those. Then they're not living in them. The children have grown, they've what. So maybe I'm just off the beaten track kind of person who I believe in being real. I believe in being simple. And when I say simple, it does not mean up here that I am. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yep.
It's more about,
Yeah.
I know who I am.
I mean, I don't know if 2020 hasn't taught us about shedding off a whole bunch of stuff and just going back to the basics, then I don't know what we've learned.
No, it's
because
true. It's true.
2020 has unearthed everything that needs to be
Oh, my
unearthed,
goodness.
you know? And I feel like we realize we don't need grandeur and this and what everyone
we
is saying
don't.
is supposed to be.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know, I realized that there is so little you actually need in terms of being content and being happy. Because we think being happy is about having wealth or material wealth. That to me is not happiness. Because those things pass. After you've gotten 4 cars, and then what? And you can't drive all those cars at the same time. And then it's so transitional. So at the end of the day, it's really your lifestyle that makes you happy or not. If I'm going to be slaving day in and day out, and I'm leaving, I don't have time for my family, for example. I don't even have time for myself to just sit and enjoy and chill. And what's that all about? So, you know, I just believe in simplicity, using what you have, because I don't believe we're intended to live a lifestyle that's so stressful. You're running around, you're
running, you're working to
you're-
build.
To
And then you
build.
don't even enjoy what you build.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you die.
Yeah, and then you die, and that's it. I want to see some more.
Come on, let's go. So this is one of the few places that it has a cement.
Okay.
Otherwise, not even the ground.
Oh, wow, the ground is not cement.
No, it's not cement.
Wow.
The ground is not cement. And if you take off your sandals,
Yeah.
you'll find that I didn't even I didn't
bother
flat,
smooth it
you know,
out. I
smooth.
love it.
I didn't do this
Oh
kind of
my gosh,
smoothening.
it's so uneven. I love that. Oh my gosh, so you know what? Even if you walk, you can feel it.
You can feel
And
it.
it
It
feels
massages. And you know, it's healthy, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, the Japanese love
What
this
do they
kind of
call
thing.
it? The
Yes,
not
that one.
the other one. I love this. I was actually going to ask you, did you have to lay something on the ground? But you
No,
already answered.
this is all again beating down the earth, dug it all up, then beat it down, compress it,
Okay.
sprinkle water quite a number of times, come back, beat. Again, it's another process. And then start smearing it with cow dung and mud again. Smear it.
So you do this. So someone can come up to you and say, Shibero, I want to build an earth. What do you call it? What's the proper? I want to use the proper word.
Okay, if it's somebody from abroad, if you say cob, they are going to think that is the one without the traditional way of doing that, of I don't want to say Africa because I don't know about the rest of Africa. So let me just say the Western style, Western Kenya style of building. I think Nyanza as well.
Yeah, I feel like we do it in
You
Nyanza
do,
the
you
same
do.
way.
Yeah, I think in Nyanza also this happens because we share a lot. if they came up to me, I would actually call it the traditional Western / Nyanza style of building a home, a house, because a home is different, isn't it? Or building a house. It doesn't even have to be this big, you know. You can do exactly what you want. You can be as creative as you want. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's what I would tell them. And that is something I've been trying to put out to people. I don't know if you saw the website. It's like, why waste so much money?
I did.
You know, when you can actually do, you can do
This is
yourself.
what, a 3-bed?
This is 3-bedroomed.
So like to build a 3-bed like this is around how much?
This is, I spent under $1 million. I spent under $1 million. Most of the soil came from here. Most of the soil, in fact,
That
all the
is
soil
like
came from
Under
here.
$1 million is like
It
what?
was under $1 million. But I thank God that, you know, the land, I think the land costs a lot of money.
I was going to
so
say,
if you have,
if you have land, that's a benefit.
If you have
in
land,
Nairobi.
in Nairobi, yeah. If you have land, that's a benefit. And the way I put it on the website is, this is a traditional home with a twist, using the traditional building methods of Western, but with a twist. And that twist is your creativity. What do you want? But then you have to have seen what you'd
idea,
like.
right?
You have to have had a vision of sorts. So this is the kind of place where people can come and actually go, you mean you can? You mean you can? You mean I can do whatever? Yes, you can do whatever you want to do. Somebody came here and they told me, Shibera, you're absolutely amazing. This is like a big tent. You're living. I said, yeah, I'm outdoors,
Even
indoors.
if people wanted to, they could do this as a business commercially.
Absolutely.
But I mean, if they wanted construction and they needed help, they needed ideas, do you have that?
Everything.
So someone
I do
can come to
consultancy.
you and then you literally...
I do consultancy.
All right. So I'm going to put Shibera's details in the description box. So if you are liking what you see so far and you think you can do this and you need some help, Shibera is the lady to get in touch with. All right.
I'm so excited.
Let's
Okay.
keep going around.
So,
Okay, guys. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you learned something from this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, my friend, what are you waiting for? Come on, get me to 100 subscribers. I think we can get there, right? Also, from what you've seen, would you live in an earth home? What do you think about that Ushago Style Building? Would you do it? Let me know if you would live in an earth style home in Nairobi, or maybe if not in Nairobi, in the village, would you do it? So next week will be part 2 of If You Are a Guest from Hell. I will be giving you more tips on how not to be a guest from hell. I really hope you guys are enjoying my stuff. I hope this content is helpful to you. If so, let me know. And let me know what else you would hope to see on this channel. And subscribe.